Very good afternoon and welcome back to the Gandia Palace in Valencia and the first round of the Predator Spanish Open EuroTour. Our next match has been Stefan KASPER from Germany up against Wiktor FORTUNSKI from Poland. It's a race to 8, alternate break every 2 breaks. There's a 30-second shot clock with 1 extension each per rack. 3 foul rule, no early 10s. It's 10 ball, so it's cool shot of course. I'm Mark White, great to be back with you guys, and calling the shots with me in the booth is Eric Horlefson. Hello, Eric.
Hey, pleasure to be with you guys. Looks like we have Mieszko Fortunski's brother here, Mark.
Yes, we do. He looks very much like him as well. I don't know anything about him other than he's Mieszko's brother. That's not a very nice thing to say, is it? But that's all I do know about him. We know more about Stefan KASPER, of course, was a monster, a beast in the European Championships just recently. Now we are using a tapped rack, so the table is tapped, little divots are put in the cloth where the balls sit very nicely. There you see the 10 didn't even move, which is the way it should be. Unfortunately the cue ball's gone everywhere and ended up in the drink. So his brother is a left-hander, and so is he. The younger brother,
yeah, chance
obviously.
To see Victor here in open play. Looks pretty young, Mark. We didn't see him at the World Junior Championships, but almost looks to be around that age. Younger than 25 for sure, I would say. Cue action's kind of similar.
Looks just as focused as well as his brother.
Well, we have Eklund Kaci and Claudio Kaci from Albania.
Maybe we'll start having brother and sister pairs. You never know. It might be something Predator can come up with. Yeah, you know, partners as well, husband and wife. That would be quite a good one, wouldn't it? Any siblings or married couples, that would make a good one. Karim, if you're listening, there's another one for you for maybe Las Vegas some year.
Staying in good line here. Pretty easy path with the next 5 balls.
Yeah, I've heard about him.
Looks pretty strong.
Before. Yeah, I've heard about him, but never actually seen him play. But I must say, I'm impressed. He's very methodical. Goes through his shot routine. Seems to deliver the cue nicely, mate.
Yeah, no flaws that I'm seeing, really. Easily a 700. Probably plays a little higher than that. See how close he chooses to get to the 9 here. He's straight in. Getting closer will involve being a little bit straighter on the 9. Looks like he is considering it. Decided to take the angle and the distance. 3 rails around now, back for the 10. It's a 2 break each format in the EuroTour. So Stefan will have 1 more break to come.
Yeah, 752 Fargo, Eric, so pretty high.
Super high for someone of his age. Especially not a lot of international experience. To get that number when you don't have a lot of international experience, it means that you're beating players around a 775 probably half the time, which is great. finish there. Got a little out of line. Watch out for the cue ball. It's okay.
He's been pretty busy from 2019 onwards, Eric. So
mostly EuroTour events, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him at the Pro Billiard Series events or any matchroom tournaments that I've really noticed, but probably played in a couple matchroom tournaments. Open bridge for KASPER. Doesn't hurt as much when you're playing with a tapped or a template rack.
Oh, look at this. Look at this, Eric.
Yeah, picture perfect. Get a replay here. One ball coming straight back off the rack, hanging out over the corner. That's what you want. Ball's in the second row going in the side. 3 connects well to the 4 here. 9's only going to be available in the bottom left, but that's the only small problem I see throughout the rack.
Yeah, we're playing with the Aramith balls, guys, so it's a pink 4. Orange 5. Nicely on this 3, Eric. It's a good shot. Nice pace.
Yeah, I think you can play the 7 in the side. Less cue ball movement that way. Just make sure you have an angle on the 8s. Move over to the right side of the table for the 9.
What does he do about the 9? I don't think does it pass into this corner?
I thought it did at first, but I'm actually having a closer look now. It's possible it doesn't.
Goes into the side, that's for sure. But
yeah, we'll right
see.
middle if not.
Just falling a little bit funny on this. May go 2 rows, Eric, towards the 7.
I like it. Needs an angle to move back towards the 8. Well, what he does with the cue ball here will tell us if the 9 goes or not. If it doesn't go, he'll try to land straighter. Plays for an angle. Be okay coming across.
So it obviously does go then, but he hasn't played it very well. He's lost the cue ball slightly.
Yeah,
was
the
he
cue
trying
ball's
to play
heading
across?
far away from the 10.
He just gestured as if he wanted it to go further. Obviously does go though. Whoa. It's worked out perfect, Eric.
Yeah, risky on the scratch there, but got away from it.
So all square. Good start, Eric. They're both queuing well, both up for it. So now 2 breaks for Victor FORTUNSKI.
Yeah, it looked like KASPER was hitting the break how he wanted. Just got kicked in on the first break, so 2 games, 2 runouts so far.
Yeah, the arenas have changed slightly from the last 3 tournaments that we've just done. Well, I say 3. We actually done 6 because we had the juniors as well, didn't we? 3 different disciplines with the juniors. But this is EuroTour. Not very square, Eric.
A little off square. Yeah, just a little off square to the left. Average power. Pretty good power, actually. Got pop out of the cue ball. Just needs to work on the squareness a little bit.
Yeah, this guy, real class act.
Yeah, he pockets really well. That's his biggest strength. Just a bit of a snooker background.
Surprised me he went so hard on that, but obviously couldn't hold it. Good cue ball, nicely in line.
Yeah, 5 plays well up to the top left. Gonna go on the side now. Smart shot, actually.
Yeah, you always like to be off the rail because then you can get to every part of the cue ball, so you can play any positional shot you want. But of course, if you're near to the rail or on it, you're pretty limited. You can only go straight through. Very, very hard to apply spin, isn't it, Eric, with such a small part of the cue ball you're hitting?
Yeah, and then conversely, when you're playing safe, you want the cue ball close to the rail so they don't have any draw options. Coming back up with their return shot. I think 3 rails will play okay here. The 9's kind of in the way of that path. Might have to float it, which is tough. Gonna come up the left side, 1 rail. Safer, avoiding the 10. Well, every game decided off the break so far. Stefan taking his first lead of the match.
He's 37 years old now, Eric, Stefan, so he's not one of the younger players. Certainly very, very experienced. But it's just this last couple of years he's really kind of come to the forefront. Doesn't really travel too much.
Yeah, kind of just stays in Europe a little more.
Yeah, some of the things surrounding air travel these days put me off travelling. I think we're lucky we don't have to do too much of that anymore, to be honest. The wonders of technology, where we used to fly to all of these tournaments, however good it used to be, to actually be in amongst it and, you know, around the arenas, it really was. I do miss that part of it, but I certainly don't miss the flying. It's yeah, not a good experience right now.
It seems like there's always no guarantee the plane will take off on time. There's no excuse.
Yeah,
the crew's not here.
Or land where it's supposed to land. Yeah, lots of lost luggage you hear about these days, and I'm happy to be sat in my apartment in Thailand, put it that way.
Similar break here for FORTUNSKI. Got the second ball in the second row going. 4 railer win as well. Nice open break again. Sure makes a difference when the balls are tapped compared to hand rack, Mark. See it right here in the first 4 games.
Having said that, in our first match, Sanjin Perovanovic and his opponent were hardly making a ball. I mean, they were breaking really well. You know, everything spread out. The 10 ball not moved once, but they just weren't making any balls the majority of the time. I think there was only a couple of times that balls were made. We never had any break and runs at all.
Yeah, it's still 10 balls. Still got to hit him very well. Kind of feel the speed where the balls in the second row are going. That's the main key. Two rails around likely here for Victor. Not sure on the speed. See, his body language doesn't look real positive. Six has got him, I think, Mark.
Yeah, horrible combo. Could play the 6 over by the 8. Cue ball back down. He's thinking about the combo, isn't he? And now he's thinking of my shot. Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought that was the 7.
I've made that mistake too. There's similar colors. The 3 and the 5 are kind of similar too. Cue ball running into the 10 here. And he kind of draws, kind of drawing him into the bottom right. Tough spot here for KASPER. You're looking to take advantage, create some separation.
Well, he's got a very powerful cue action. Generates a lot of power, a lot of spin. Could potentially draw off it.
Yeah, any kind of draw is going to leave distance on the 6 for sure. He's just backing right off here. Play the cue ball behind the 10.
He's made it. He called it.
He called that corner.
He did call it. Wow.
Rail first here for Victor.
Oh, get off that rail. Very much like his brother, isn't he? Same mannerisms, same walk around the table, same stance.
Very similar overall stroke length.
Yeah, there's no doubting who he is, Eric is saying, that's for sure.
Stroke length is just a little shorter. But yeah, stance and address to the cue ball is very similar.
Well, this, of course, showing all the signs that it's going to be close. If he carries on breaking well, then there's a chance to open up a 2-rack lead, of course, which is always nice. Means you only have to win every other rack. If you get a 2-rack lead, back to 2 breaks for KASPER now.
Nothing this time.
little bit messy, Eric, this time, isn't it? A little bit off. He was going to scratch there as well. Got saved by the 4-ball, I think. Now, do you go thin off the right-hand side of this? I know it's a tough shot, Eric, but...
Yeah, you'd have to find cover between the 5-9. It's possible. Looked like he was trying to... No, he's going to go high. Something.
Trying to get top stump. Yeah, he's left the gap.
I was trying to get underneath the 8 a little more. Let's see if the 1 passes the 5 here. Looks like he's called it in. Big stroke shot to get back for the 2. Nice hit.
Oh, great shot. Very entertaining to watch. I've always liked watching Stefan. Doesn't really show much emotion. Very, very serious, focused player. But plays smooth and nice stroke. Very calm guy.
Yeah, it just kind of makes it look like a walk in the park type player. This might be slightly too much angle. Might be able to kill the angle with draw.
So much talent in Germany right now. 2 players in the Mosconi Cup from Germany, of course, at the moment that's going on. Josh Filler, who was out of this world last night, and also Moritz Neuhausen on his debut. Both played very, very well. The young junior world champion, Felix Vogel, of course, as well. The star of the future, no doubt. Had his 18th birthday yesterday, or the day before, I should say, the day that he won the world title. So a nice early Christmas present for the German.
KASPER staying in line well here.
How'd you play this, Eric? Do you drag it? Is that the shot you play here?
Yeah, maybe 2 rails back.
Oh. Lost the cue ball slightly there. Didn't expect him to play it like that, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, anytime a shot's missable, and you have to really be honest with yourself about what is missable, even a shot like that. Just want to avoid real slow speeds, want to be aggressive at the forward stroke. And the shot that you were talking about, dragging it, allows you to be a little bit more aggressive in certain spots. Just thought he had a little too much there.
This was the shot, wasn't it, to get it started. Terrific shot on the 1-ball. And then he had to come up with a few little intricate positions as well, Eric, which I was very, very impressed with. Beautiful. Beautiful to watch. 3-2 lead. And he will have his second break now as well. And as you always say, if you win the lag, you get the first 4 breaks out of 6, which allows you to have a nice 2-rack lead.
Yeah, I think that's an underrated thing in this EuroTour format. Just going to have to run into the 3 here. See what kind of angle the cue ball's drawing at off the 3. Looks like towards the 5-6. It's possible they had certain parts of the three where he kind of comes straight back off of it more.
Yeah, if he could hit the three pretty full, Eric, he could draw straight back, couldn't he, as you say, all the way back for the two. Just slightly off the right-hand side of the three. Just ever so slightly, just to bring it this side of the tent. Oh, he doesn't like it for some reason.
I think it's lying okay, but he's looking at some kind of follow play here. Yeah, just didn't like how the cue ball was playing off this free. It's all right. Got to get that safe, though.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought he would have gone aggressive there. But obviously, he's at the table. Didn't see exactly what angle that he would get off the three. So discretion, the better part of valour on that particular occasion. And this is a terrific shot from Stefan KASPER. Got FORTUNSKI in a little bit of trouble here. Love to kick it 2 rails from the back. Call the left-hand side pocket.
Yeah, 5 balls right in the way of the most obvious path for the cue ball.
Two rails, Z shot. Watch out, Efren Reyes is about. Not quite. So hard to judge on these new cloths, aren't they, Eric?
Yeah, and that ball really opens up off the second rail. He was kind of aware of that. Just went a little too high up on the rail where it actually came too tight.
You have to try and that's what
you here for KASPER.
That's what you're gauging, isn't it, Eric? On that second rail, how and then you know it's going to widen, so you go narrow, and then if you hit it hard, it narrows even more. Such a tough shot to play, really is. Billiard Beckman, you see there. They're the guys that bring the tables in and set them up for us. And really are playing nice this week, these tables, for the last 8 days. This is day 9 that they've been played on now. Seen lots of action.
Yeah, cloth's going to be worn in just slightly. It's still playing close to new conditions.
Oh, he's on his way to this 4-2 lead, Eric, possibly.
Yeah, Stefan's looking good here. One rail back now, bit of left spin, avoid the 10 to the right.
I'm actually surprised by the lack of sponsors that he has. I thought he'd be a very, very ideal person to sponsor, to be honest. Good, clean living guy.
Expenses are high.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Germany's a funded country.
I don't think he played in any of the other tournaments, though, Eric, did he? He didn't play in the Little Monster Men's Open, did he? I don't remember seeing him.
I was going to ask you, he didn't finish anywhere near the end, and you expect that he would have, so likely he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the draw, and I never saw. I was looking at the draw every single match I was commentating on, obviously, because I was checking the scores and giving the scores out, and I never remember seeing him on them, so I don't think he did. It's a long time to stay away from home, isn't it? I mean, this is a 4-day event. We've already had an 8-day event, so that's 12. It's 14 nights away from your home and your country. It does become expensive with hotels and flights. food. I know you have to eat when you're at home as well, but it always costs more when you're away, doesn't it? Eating out.
Yeah, food's an underrated one. Can't get a good meal for less than $50 now.
Especially in Vegas. Oh, hop, skip and a jump straight into the side pocket.
Yeah, looks like we could have our first break here. Spin off to the right side of the table on 2 of his breaks so far, this time going directly in the side. Two rails around the 5 now.
Made 2 balls on that break, Eric. Well, 3 including the cue ball, of course, which is why he isn't at the table now. Frustrating. Nice shot to the 4.
Yeah, he's playing well, Mark, making it look easy, maintaining all the proper angles. A little hard here. Gonna have to dig down into the cue ball, but looks like he might be cueing through the pocket.
Oh, good solid stroke. Pretty to watch.
Yeah, you really have to follow through that ball. Especially on newer cloth, going straight into the rail like that, the rails tend to come off a little slower. Victor hasn't done much wrong.
No, KASPER though, just beginning to get a hold of this game, isn't he? There are those 4 racks out of his out of his 4 breaks, Eric, so far. And he goes one better at 5-2. Of course, that scratch on the break from FORTUNSKI not helping him there. Ball in hand. Wasn't out of position once, was he there? Beautiful. I thought he might be taking a break there, but he's not. But he is breaking. Needs a square hit. Better.
Off to that side again.
Oh, the one's dropped.
Yeah, he wouldn't have complained if it held up there. Does have a shot on the 2. Just hitting the break the exact same way 3 times. Cue ball off to the right a little bit. Just hit him
3
well.
balls as well. Actually 2, I didn't see that green 6 there. Now a look at this. Yeah, he did make 3 balls. Wow.
Yeah, 7 left.
Oh, that's a strong shot.
Just has to hold his nerve here. Knows he's down in the match a little bit. He's got it. Looking to put his first break-in run of the match on the board. Well, regardless of the outcome of this match, I'm impressed with Zielinski. Pardon me. FORTUNSKI, pardon me.
I got him mixed up with him as well. Victor, yeah, exactly. Once you say Victor, the next word you think of is Zelensky, of course. Well, highly entertaining game. Both players happy to stay in the arena. They're both playing pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of racks decided off the break so far. Stefan will be looking to continue that trend.
Funny, isn't it? Sanjin Perdovanovic and Jakubas from Lithuania that I commentated on in the first match, they barely made a ball on the break. That was the other table, though. Maybe this one is breaking slightly different. Be interesting to hear from Tim how table 2 is breaking now.
Yeah, funny. He hit that one perfect. Didn't get one.
It just doesn't make sense sometimes. One ball went low, one ball went high of the side pocket. The two that you'd expect to go, the ones just racked behind the one ball. $50,000 in prize money in the men's event. $6,000 to the winner. Since Predator came in, the prize money has gone up. It used to be $4,000 to the winner.
Yeah, 6,000 euros, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, it is euros, so it's more than dollars, just a bit more.
Didn't expect the 5 to go there. He actually could have called that. It was the only ball that really had a chance. Probably was thinking of something off the 1. One ball had more movement in it.
Of course, I had to do the calculation there. It's about $7,000. It's just under $699,850. So $7,000 to the winner. Not bad. I believe there's 6 of these every year, minimum. Wow. That was
stroked across it.
Played it a bit quick as well, I thought.
Kind of tried to backhand that ball. Looks like the 6 passes into the bottom left. 7 definitely passes the 9. If KASPER gets through this rack, the best Victor will be able to do, putting KASPER back into his racks, is 6-4.
I'm not sure if Victor Fortunsky has a nickname, but his brother's nickname is the Butcher.
The Butcher's Apprentice?
That's kind of good. Don't mind that.
Kasper's on point in this match, taking advantage of everything he can here.
He looks very solid, doesn't he, Eric, when he's backing the balls. This is to move within 2 racks of victory. This was a ball that Billy Thorpe missed last night in his singles game.
Steyer missed a similar one too.
Oh, Steyer missed one. He missed 2 5 balls as well that were unmissable, really. They never can get a good start just recently. They kind of lose it on the first 2 days, to be honest. And then there's no way back.
Yeah, well, when you're coming in as an underdog. Sorry, Mark. Yeah, sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I stayed up and watched it. It didn't start till 1:30 in the morning here in Thailand, which I shouldn't really have done. It's finished at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm a little bit jaded today. My own fault. But I just can't help myself, Eric.
Three balls again for Kasper. Yeah, I mean, when you're coming in as an underdog already and now you get in a deficit spot, it's extremely tough. Shane and Fedor are going to have to win their singles matches. That's a given if they're going to make any kind of comeback.
I mean, the Americans just couldn't break, to be honest. Their breaks were not working. Oh dear. Well, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, and that would have been for a commanding lead in this. Just left it safe. Not a lot to hide behind. A little tough to get enough right spin on the cue ball to bring the cue ball in line with the 8. I think he's going to try. Yeah, that was trouble. Caught it a little thin, so it looked even worse than what he was thinking about, but it was tough to swing the cue ball over there enough. Another chance for Kasper now.
Eric. Or is he going forwards? Oh, he can go forwards. That's not so bad.
Too much angle, though, here, Mark. Have to find a way all the way around the table. 3 balls up table that he doesn't want to run into.
Yeah, he kind of got a bit of top spin stun off of that back rail, didn't he? You really need to stroke them slightly lower and smoother.
Did well to slow the cue ball down here. Recognizing that it was going to be much too tough to come all the way back to the short rail. Good shot.
Oh. Probably the worst one he's cued all match. Has he got away with it? I think he has.
Yeah, 2 mistakes in this rack, but not being punished so far.
Quick stroke there, Eric, wasn't it?
Yeah, just wanted to play some left spin on it. Caught a little more deflection than he expected. That'll be the edge of some of the players that played in the Pro Billiard Series that stayed over for the EuroTour. They'll have had likely 4 matches or more under these conditions exactly.
That was a decent shot. He's not going to get it though. It's leaked out.
Yeah, Kasper's going to have to power up again here.
Petri Mäkinen in the background with the big break. Ideal for 10 ball, his break.
Shot, got the deflection right that time. A lot of speed and a bit of left again. Made the correction.
Oh, another mistake. Has he got away with it again behind the 8? He has, yeah. He's apologising profusely. Asking for a referee now to come and have a look at this. They're just passive referees. Here comes Angela Williams from the USA.
These are some big rolls here in rack number 10. Tough ones for Victor.
Yeah, you just have
Try
to
make something happen here.
Accept them. Is it a rail?
Good shot.
Yeah, of course there was. Good shot. How many
This
more
one
chances?
was tougher, obviously. Yeah. This one was tougher, but 4 missed balls in one game. Odd to see from any world-class player.
Yeah, not easy by any means. He's overhit this a little bit, as you know. He's okay. Should be going 6-4, Eric.
Yeah, back into Stefan's breaks.
Yeah, he'll have 2 to come. I've been looking for his age. I just can't find the age of the young butcher. I mean, that was one of the bad misses. Can't say he didn't have a chance in that rack, Eric. And he had all the rolls as well, Stefan.
Yeah, played pretty well up to this point, but just threw some bad ones in there.
Looks like Superman with a little curl at the front.
It's a better hit. 4-railer going down. Shot on the 1. Looks like the 3's available.
Oh,
it's close. You got to get
tight.
on a real small
It's very
angle there
close.
to, yeah, be able to pocket the 3. Just looking at the exact angle he needs. At least the 4's down there. He doesn't have to develop the cue ball too much.
Doesn't look on to me, Eric.
I mean, it's deceiving how much you can cheat the pocket when the ball's that close to the pocket. But yeah, definitely has an issue there. I don't think he tried to go into it, but at the same time, you would have thought he would have went 1 rail if he wasn't trying to go into it.
Still looking at it. Still not sure. Let's see how he plays it. Just stop it, maybe. Back to the same place, more or less. We're about to find out. Mr. Hallofson.
Yeah, definitely need a ref for this one.
Who'd want to be a referee? I was recently asked to watch a shot in a local high roller tournament. I called foul, and the other player said no foul. That wasn't playing the shot said no foul. But we looked on slow motion replay on YouTube, and it was definitely a foul. But anyway, the opponent thought it was okay, so hard to judge. I'd never want to be a referee.
See how much of the 4 Stefan has here. Considering swerving and trying to get the cue ball back towards the 9, but it's going to kick at it in the end. A little tough to get safe off this one. He hasn't. Left the wrong angle for Victor here. Not really sure how he's going to get over to the right side of the table. Cue ball's going to the left a bit. The only way is to draw right out of it. Good shot. Cheated the thin part of the pocket there. Got the speed exactly right. Shot of the match for Victor.
Two great games for you guys at 1700, 5 p.m. local time. Spitski versus Dennis Grabet. And on table 2, Jasmine Ocean against Pia Filler. That will be a classic. I think I'll be watching that myself whilst eating my spaghetti bolognese, which I'm about to cook after this match, Eric.
Can't tell how much angle he has here. He'll be looking to hold up the left side if he can.
You're talking to Jasmine Ocean on a coaching channel. She actually plays this shot where she draws, shows how straight you can draw, you know, if you get enough power into it. Played that nicely though.
Yeah, if he was trying to hold up the left side, it's kind of like you follow through a little less to make the spin a little tighter on the cue ball. You want the spin to grab right away off the object ball. It's called a quick draw. I've seen that explanation from her.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, she was focusing on the speed a lot, which is definitely true. I actually like to focus on the follow through on that one. If you follow through shorter, it makes the cue ball react quicker off the object ball.
So Stefan KASPER is going to take a timeout, and I don't blame him. This match against Victor FORTUNSKI, we will return to as soon as the players are back, guys. It's nicely poised now at 6-5 from Eric Hallofson and myself. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to the Gandia Palace Hotel here in Gandia, Valencia in Spain. Table number 2, you can see Petri Makinen in action against Azdar Nazinov. And it's the Finnish Makinen who's 7-3 up in that one. Radislav Babica 5-1 down to Jan van Lierop. Emil Andre Gangflot in action against George Antonakis. They're level at 2-2. Young Revo Maimret, who you may remember from the Junior World Championships earlier on. He's 6-2 up on Nico Springer. Myself, Mark White and Eric Hallefson are in the booth for you. Good to have you with us, Eric.
Yeah, an interesting match here. First time I've seen Victor play. It's impressive. Under 3 balls missed in the 11 games.
It's a great idea having these Euro tours backing onto the other big tournaments. It means that a lot of those players do stick around for the Euro tour. So very, very high volume of players. 192 in the men's, 64 in the women's, and even Han Yu has stayed behind for the women's event. I bet that hasn't often happened. So many Taiwanese and Chinese. I see Taiwanese Sun Yi Shun is 3-1 up on Mariusz Gitecki from Poland. So here we go then, trailing 6-5, breaking first of his 2 breaks. Actually it's his second, isn't it? I believe. Oh, ball straight in the side, Eric. Full railer. They've broken so well, these two guys, haven't they?
Yeah, about 80% making a ball in the break.
I do miss our statisticians. The Paul Stat guy. I think he'll be with us for Florida, the Jacksonville event, I think he said. Michael Salmon. Always love to see the stats and get updates from him.
Decision time for KASPER here. Can take an aggressive jump at it. He's considering it. X factor and the unknown factor on shots like this are you going to get safe if you miss the ball? Can't rely on that, but it is a factor in considering the overall equation.
Yeah, good point. Risk against reward. What's the highest percentage?
Factor here too is that the cue ball is not guaranteed to end up perfect. Tough to stay in control when you're jumping over this distance.
And keep the cue ball on the table as well. It's pretty near to the rail, the 1 ball. Well, he's messed up the 3 ball, I think. Might have been the 7, I beg your pardon.
Just playing into a scratch in both corners here, so I'm going to back off.
Well,
Shot,
that
perfect
is.
weight.
What a touch.
Yeah, he would have gone to the rail there if he could have, and he couldn't, so he had to lag the cue ball perfectly behind the 2. Got it done.
Has to be careful here, very close to the rail. Got away with it. More trouble coming though. Cue ball behind the 10.
Might try to go all the way behind the 2. A little more coverage there with the 7-8.
Yeah, good call.
Nicely done again. Just going to have to draw it this past the 4. Make the angle coming back into the 1 a little bigger. You might have got him, Mark. Small swerve to make it. He does end up having to swerve into it. It's going to be tough for position on the 2.
Gonna have to jump it, I think.
Yeah, jump's
Yeah,
okay. Get a bit of draw on it.
How do you draw, Eric, on a jump? Just give us a little bit of insight into that.
It's just aiming below center. The cue ball will act the same. Some amateurs are afraid to aim below center, and I get it because you're elevated and the full tip isn't really hitting that part of the ball when you're going below center. You just have to get used to it. If you contact it below center with enough speed, it'll draw.
Open up. Oh, I thought he may open up there. Oh, look at that for a nice kiss.
Yeah, see how aggressive he gets here if he tries to play the angle on the 5 to run into the 7, or if he's just going to lay up behind the 8. It's all right. Just a little tough to slow the cue ball down, but I believe he can. Shot, and he's back on track here, Mark. Gonna get on the hill.
Yeah, he's got all the power shots, but he's also got those lovely, delicate little shots like we just saw there. It was harder than it looked to slow that cue ball down. Perfect on the 10. And on the hill. That was nice controlled, wasn't it?
Yeah, had to
Nice
break out
bump
2
on the
balls
4.
during this run out.
Yeah, he's a very good straight pool player, isn't he? I believe he wasn't he European straight pool champion? I think he was.
I think so.
So he'll know all those little nudges that you need to keep the ball run going. Let's see how square he can hit these, Eric, on the hill.
2 down.
Oh, look at the 1-5. Is there anything on that? Is he possible carom, or is it past the point?
Yeah, it's playing a little tougher than it looks. It's kind of on the right side of the pocket a little more than he'd like. It's possible to draw into it, but also possible to misjudge it. Looks like he's going to go here. Still on the 1. Cue ball kind of going the wrong way towards the 7-9.
Oh, nearly a terrific shot.
Yeah, good try. Just put it all in there.
Kind of been a mixed performance for Stefan Kasper this evening. He's played some great stuff, but he's also missed a few as well, and invariably got away with it. So the runs have been on his side, I believe.
Shot from Victor. Everything goes. 7 has enough pocket between the 8-10.
If you need any information, guys, on this, I know it can be a little bit confusing. It's not on the Predator website, but it is on the EPBF.com. So www.epbf.com. All the schedules, everything you need to know about the Euro Tours, it's on that site, guys. So sorry if it's a little bit confusing for you. It even was for me this morning. I was looking for the matches and the draw and all that until I realised it's all on epbf.com. European Pocket Billiards Federation, that stands for, in case you didn't know. But it's all on there. That's where I'm getting all my live scores from. Actually, it's good to see, Eric, that Bean Hung is actually playing as well. She stayed on. And also Shasha Liu, and she's 6-1 up against Inna Helvik from Norway. And Bean Hung 6-0 up against Suzanne Garcia. So some big names here this week. Actually, Han Yu in action now. She's 4-3 up against the German Melanie Sussenguth. So this to stay in the match, Eric.
Yeah, I got through this rack nicely.
Perfect for the left-hander. 7-6.
One more break for Kasper coming.
Remember, guys, 5 p.m. local time. Pia Filler up against Jasmine Ocean. Probably the tie of the round in that one. Yvonne Ullman-Hebler, wife of Roman Hebler, of course. She's 4-1 up against Mighty Reparo. It's a good lead for the German over the Spaniard. Remember, she played with San Francisco Sanchez Ruiz in the doubles. FSR went on to win the title against Dennis Grabe in the Men's Open. That was a bit of a stretch, but he managed it. Wants this to bounce. It did.
Yeah, perfect break. Perfect break from KASPER here.
Can he finish it on a break and run?
Can see that ball playing a little tighter back now after 9 days of play. Would be sliding a little more earlier in the week.
It straightened up, didn't it? Halfway in this rack. No problems from here, Eric.
No, he's looking good. Finishing off in style. Victor put up a good fight. No real obvious flaws in his game. He's going to improve. Already holding with some of the best players in the world. Made it a close one here.
Yeah, so this one is all over. It was an interesting match, actually. First time I've seen Fortunski play, the younger Fortunski. Very impressed. Stefan KASPER, though, just a little bit too strong, taking the match 8-6. Thank you so much for joining us, Eric Hallofsson and myself. Don't forget, 5 p.m, Jasmine Ocean against Pia Killer Filler. For now, it's goodbye from us. See you soon.